Hello, my friends.
now-
Welcome to Goo Morning, Zyathé. Yes.
Thank you. I was about to say,
terribly inefficient,
let's
ineffectual show
Okay,
that we do every Saturday morning.
So here's the deal. This morning, I got
Show
into the
yourself,
studio.
Mandy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hi. I got in this morning.
I need some scotch.
And my keyboard had finally, like, having a wireless keyboard did bite me in the butt because it was not charged anymore. So yeah, there's Alphinius on the screen. There's Alphinius on the screen.
All right,
we had a few drinks before we came on the episode. No, I'm just
keep
kidding.
going, cameraman.
That was all. The
keyboard was non-functional. Fortunately, Mike was here.
Yes.
If Mike hadn't been here, we were totally screwed.
Harry, you are killing me. Harry's saying that now there's an echo. That is not even. How is that even possible?
Well, you know.
How bad is the echo?
It's one of those mornings.
Check the coffee. Just a few. I love hate wireless mouse keyboard. Yes. Shots. Wolf Wizard says there's no echo. No echo. Harry, are you messing with me?
Harry.
Harry has an echo. Everyone's saying there's no echo.
I think it's something in Harry's ears.
Harry, what's going on, Harry? Harry, listen, here's the deal. Harry endured the pain of live streaming like no one else did. He went under the
yes, Harry knows.
Anyway, so
yes, those of you like Rob and Geeky who do the Marvelous Monk and Maid show, they understand this, you know.
Yes.
Others who do this streaming thing, it can be really a pain. Anyway, it is marvelous to be here with you today, my friends. Wonderful day. We have lots of things to do. Like I said, we're going to talk about shadows in Gensicon, darkness in Gensicon, and the new module terrors in Gensicon. We'll speak a little bit about that. Very exciting. Yes.
Yes.
We're going to do an Ask Me Anything, right, Camera Mandy? Yes. We get to do Ask Me Anything. Also, we're going to do something special. So everybody who's here today, you're going to have 5 chances over the course of the day to get another entry into the Tiamat giveaway, which will happen at the end of the stream. Yes.
All right, let me get that set up, actually. We can do the first one in just a second.
So we're going to do the first one in just a moment. And so we're going to, over the course of the show, we're going to do 5 extra entries for all of you here. We'll do it as a roll. And then we'll take those 5 winners and add them into the Tiamat giveaway. Also, Camera Mandy, I feel like if the first time chatters are here, we should just give them one too. So if we got a couple first time chatters, let's just give them to them. I don't think anybody in the chat will care.
That's fine.
I think all of our people are supportive of other people and love other people. And somebody who comes here for the first time, let's give them.
That's fine. Give them a free if you're a first time chatter,
put hashtag first time.
Yes.
Yes,
no.
That's not the first.
No. Take it back.
Camera Mandy, you're so dirty.
Okay. Shitty Minnie, you are not a first timer.
No, you are not.
Okay, hold on. I have to set up this.
Did you just curse Camera Mandy, by the way?
I watched your guys' last stream. I knew what was going on. I watched what was going on with you and James. Okay, hold on.
All right, so we're about to do a little thing. So we'll
so hashtag Tiamat will get you
an extra entry, and that's for everybody. Hashtag Tiamat.
So hashtag Tiamat. Well, it'll put you into a MooBot drawing
get one entry, right? And then we're gonna do that 5 times. So you got 5 chances today to get another entry into the Tiamat drawing before we do the Tiamat. And of course, if you've been here for a while, you've gotten quite a few extra entries. So we're really excited to give that away.
Okay, I need you to vamp for time because I need to get all these first time.
Oh yeah, no problem.
In.
No, put them in. It's totally fun because I got some things to talk about anyway. So we got some wonderful social media that we want to show today. We're very excited about that. I mentioned we're going to do an Ask Me Anything today. So we're excited to do that as well. We are going to speak a little bit on this election and this snail and Gilla Ambrecht and all of the other stuff because I have received a threatening missive. Indeed, I have. I'm sure it is nothing, but I'm going to read it to you because it is there's a little bit of disturbingness in it, and so we will see what we will see with this. But I am not too concerned. Ms. Goo and I have many magical protections at our tower and all kinds of things, but it was fairly aggressive. Anyway, I'll share that in a little while, and you can see that. We are very excited to talk about terror in Gensicon, which I mentioned earlier. And we have a couple of other little things we're going to bring forth as well as over the course of the show. So anyway, that will be the overarching theme of today, and hopefully you will enjoy that. Also, one last thing. I'm probably going to do it, but I'm going to need a little bit of help. I really, really want to do this module, this Scuttle with Skellies, as the second chapter with Ed Greenwood and Luke. But we're probably not going to make it. I read some stuff about backer kit, and there's always a few percentage of people that just don't complete their backer kit survey, and you just ship to them based on their Kickstarter information. So that's what you do.
Oh my God, how many subscriptions? Sorry, there was a lot of people who got subscriptions. I missed something here.
Oh, well, who did?
I think Marcus gave out a whole bunch.
Marcus.
And then Haunted Wolf gave out.
Haunted Wolf.
Thank you guys so much.
That is magnificent.
I'm like scrolling through a million subscriptions.
I want to do something at the end of this. If you all want to do this, I'd like to raid a stream for just a few minutes. One stream, we'll pick a stream. You all can help us. You can give us some ideas about and we'll go raid a stream.
And then someone needs to tell me how to do that again.
And so we have to tell Mandy how to do it. We'll all go raid a stream together, which I think will be a lot of fun. Anyway, all right. Are you ready, Camera Mandy?
Hold on. No, I'm not ready. Sorry.
Camera Mandy, I've been vamping for time.
Okay, I will do.
Oh, I have one more thing.
Go ahead.
I do.
Oh, yeah. Open up Rin's.
Yes.
Final. There's scissors in front of you.
Yes, not that one. Where is it? Hold on a second. There it is, right here. This is Rin's final gift, right here. So I have opened them all before. I have a fidgeter. I have a wonderful little book of the miniature weirded world. I'm going to open this one now too. So those of you who don't know Rin, I got to cut it one more time.
Who is Wolf Wizard in the chat? Wolf WYZARD.
You know me. I can't remember. I can't.
No, I'm asking the chat who is Wolf Wizard because I don't recognize that name.
I can't handle all these handles.
Okay.
I can't handle the handles, Camera Mandy. So all right. So here we go. Rin, I've almost got this open. Excellent gluing, by the way. There we go. All right, here it is, the final of the finals. Oh, it says a wizard hat fidgeter, so I can fidget with this in my fingers. Very nice. Rin, you are marvelous. So is your father. Thank you for coming down the other day, and we did a little video with you, and it was a Game Master instructional video. It was fantastic. Loved it. All right, Camera Mandy, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Did everybody do the hashtag Tiamat?
Yes.
Yes.
So Wolf Wizard was invited by Geeky Hoodie from the Monk and Maid show last night.
Hello, Wolf Wizard and the Monk and Maid show. Watch it if you get a chance. It's fun little stream.
Okay.
So, all right.
Go ahead.
What do you want to do?
Did you open it?
I did.
What was it?
It's a cool little fidgety thing with a wizard hat.
Aww,
Believe me, I saw the hat in here. It goes well with the snail.
Okay.
Which, admittedly, I must admit.
Yeah, Rin made this.
Admittedly, this is a wonderful piece of crafting. And look, Camera Mandy, I could put the little hat on top of its head. Look like that. Look. Ha-ha! All right.
The best.
All right, that's very good.
I'm going to draw for who this. Now, this person is not winning the Tiamat, just to be clear. You are winning another entry into the Tiamat.
Correct. This is the first of 5 entries that we will give away today before we do the final drawing today to win the Tiamat at the end of the stream.
Okay. Tabletop Misfits GM, aka James, is the first person who is getting another entry.
Camera Mandy, that seems a little shaky to me.
I can show the screen where he won.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Congratulations, James.
But if you keep putting, I'm going to keep just drawing from the same group of people. So
they don't have to keep putting in the.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't win twice.
No.
Yeah, you can't win twice.
That way.
Yep. That way we get 5 new entries today.
Okay.
All right, magnificent. Well, would you like to do social media?
Yes, I would.
We had some really good social media stuff that we want to show. And if you aren't a member of the Den and you don't have time to be in there, you need to be in there and check it out because it's wonderful. It's really, really fun. So we got some stuff that Camera Mandy has scraped, as they say, and we're going to show that today.
Okay.
All right, what you got, Camera Mandy?
Let's see here. Okay. Gosh, where do I even start? I will start with this nonsense. So
yes.
Look, this was actually a very funny newsletter.
Just fantastically terrible.
So here it is.
Look, it's got Tia Mandy.
Tia Mandy on it. Yeah, exactly. And as it turns out, Tia Mandy is actually a hero because it's trying to fight the. Okay, for anyone who's new here, we have this wonderful shenanigator.
We have lots of
Shenanigator.
shenaniganators,
But there's the one
Patrick is one of the tops.
the newsletter, like
Yes, this
where
is
he writes a well, it's been a little bit more sporadic because Patrick gets busy, but he writes a newsletter with or as Alphinius would call it, a rag.
It's basically anti-Alphinius propaganda.
Anyway, it was excellently written, but there was one really funny thing. I put this in the I think he thinks that I don't know. He basically called me I'm trying to find it a philanthropist and esteemed city of our city. City of our city. I think there was a typo in there, but I'd like to actually know what he was going to say. Citizen of our city. Okay.
Listen, I want to tell you, Tiamat does not exist. It is not canon. It is not happening. Anyway, if you get a chance, really seriously, I'm going to tell you something that I belong to a lot of groups on Facebook, a lot of D&D type groups, gaming groups, and all of that kind of stuff. And our group is without a doubt one of the most creative, one of the most interesting, one of the most fun groups to be a part of. People aren't just reposting memes, although the memes that they post or the comics that do get posted are always very good. They're very hilarious, right? But there's all kinds of just wonderful creativity and interesting things that get put up all the time that sort of enhance gaming. And it's just, I have to tell you, I'm totally impressed with you all. Anyway, if you get a chance and you don't just check out that newsletter. And do I like it? No. It's very vile propaganda against my personage, but it's funny.
It is funny. And also, Straxliv says Tiamat is now canon on my table. Also,
whatever, Straxliv.
David made this new spirit.
Yes, Tiamat
the core.
Yes, which has the damn dragon.
Look at that.
Yeah,
it's literally just brilliant.
That's pretty damn funny.
I'm just saying. Okay. Anyway, but talking about things that like spur creativity. Okay, here's a great post from like Adam.
This is fantastic. Adam does, Adam, Kevin, Michelle, Jim, quite a number of others put up these wonderful, just interesting posts about all kinds of things. But this is the lobsters of unusual sizes.
Yeah, well, so talk about this because I want to pull up something else while you're chit chatting.
All right, so Adam's talking about the rule of three, which
I never heard of this before in terms of gaming.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
So you should actually explain what this is. In my world as cameramandy, the rule of three is the rule of thirds, which is how you should proportion people's eyes on a screen, basically. So it's basically like if you were to take a 1980 by 10, or sorry, a 1080 by 1920 HD screen.
Yeah.
And this is how you like do composition in video is like, so like
the lower third.
Yeah. So
and
like
the upper third.
Here, let me show you. So if I were to cut to you right now, you would notice that
my head is in the upper third.
Right. Well, but your eyes should be, generally speaking, on that like third.
Right at the edge of the third, of the middle third.
But you're also not straight because I didn't, you're also not centered because
I've been accused of many things.
Anyway, all that to say,
don't tell Ms. Goo.
But the third in gaming is way more interesting. All that to say, in terms of gaming. So yeah, keep going.
Well, listen. Just the thing is that for me, this was just hilarious. I mean, I thought it was really, really funny. And of course, he comes up with these lobsters of unusual sizes, the louses for short, right? And of course, there's more that comes to this if you grab the other portions of the social media. Yes, you know about this?
Sorry, what? I'm trying to find something.
What are you looking for, Cameron?
I'm trying to find I want to actually show the video of the slot machine. I just found it.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, so I have a screenshot of it, but I wanted to show the video. Sorry, yes. What were you saying?
So there's a number of different, what I've heard of applications of rule of three, right? Okay. So one I have heard is that you always want to try to have your adventures broken up into three, having sort of three different aspects: a third combat, a third role play, and a third mystery and intrigue and puzzle solving. This is what I've heard, right? But I don't know if Adam was speaking to that in here. I'm not really sure what he was speaking to in this regard.
Well, in this one, it was like the idea that you'd bring back a theme. So like you'd start with the smaller lobsters that would be a hard combat.
So you bring
it back three times, and then but every single time you bring it back, you make it bigger and badder. So that way, by the time it gets to the third one, your players are just like, "Oh my god!" Yeah,
damn lobster.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes, I did not understand that one. That was unclear to me on that. I thought he was speaking more to what I was speaking to, but I didn't really understand the connection. So you helped me with that, cameraman.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting. So you start with like a nice smaller combat with like the smaller lobsters that are still difficult.
A trouble with rats.
Is this what A Trouble with Rats is going to be?
I don't know.
Okay.
We have to talk with our marvelous friend Ed Greenwood. Oh, that is another thing that I was starting to talk about this and I stopped because of all the madness.
Okay.
I should talk about this. So I don't think we're going to make it.
Oh, we were on that. We were totally on that train of thought.
So just take a moment.
Okay,
I
go
don't
ahead.
think we're going to make it.
Okay.
I really want to do this. I really want to do this adventure, cameraman. So I had a thought, and I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but maybe we could ask for a small, if I just have enough to pay Ed to do the artwork and materials.
What are you asking?
I can't add it into the Facebook. I can't add it into the Kickstarter. We already, as you know, are pretty thin with all of the extra stuff that we're making. I just can't add another one in without a little more revenue. Do you think that we could put it out there and people would throw us $15 for the digital or maybe $20 for the adventure, and we just, that would be a big discount because I think it's probably a $30 to $40 adventure when it's finished. I mean, do you think we could do
like
that?
As an add-on?
Maybe as an add-on, maybe extend it for a week and just tell people we'll do that. And if we get enough of them, we'll do it. I don't know. I mean, people have been so generous already with this Kickstarter. I don't know. What does the chat think about that? I'd be interested to know.
What do you mean? Yeah, you need to speak up because I guess you're being too quiet.
Oh my goodness gracious, cameraman! We're gonna start miking me up again with it on my lapel.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I'm saying is that that we really did need the incremental revenue that we were going to get, even with me cutting it back to 775. If you're not clear about this goes to the Kickstarter, and one of our stretch goals in the Kickstarter is Marvelous Ed Greenwood, along with Luke and myself, are going to make a wonderful adventure, a first level adventure for the Guys and Gax environs called A Trouble with Rats. But we were getting very close to unlocking another level of the Kickstarter in terms of a stretch goal, which was going to be a sequel to that called A Scuttle with Skellies, or A Scuttle of Skellies. I'm not sure which, it's one of those two. Anyway, we didn't quite make it. I don't think we're going to quite make it. There's about 10% of people who haven't really perfected their pledges. I'm sure a lot of people will do that tomorrow, but I still don't think we're going to make it. And I do need that extra revenue to be able to really make this. I can't just go out and dig more into the... we already are doing all the Croven Lofts. We're doing the Ed Greenwood thing. We've got all of those additional materials. I just don't know that I could add one more to that mix without you getting mad at me and everybody else.
Here's what I would argue is that we should close out the Kickstarter, and then we should, in a couple months, see if we can get pre-orders for
maybe
it.
Yeah, maybe Chad, put up your opinions.
Because the problem is that like yes, okay, so if we did it for like an extra $15-20
$15 for the digital, maybe $20 for the physical, or maybe maybe 25 for the physical, because we might have to but it'd have shipping in there. I don't know, something like that.
People are asking how close are we? We're about 25,000 off from getting it.
Off.
But my concern is that so as soon as backer kit close, another chunk of money is going to be coming out for people who do the back, because they already paid for the Kickstarter.
Correct.
The backer
kit.
People
get tapped again. Yeah,
so,
that's what I'm worried about. People have been so generous and helped us with Guys and Gax so immeasurably.
There are people saying that. Paul says Kickstarter needs to end, and I do feel that. But a lot of people are saying that they would kick in money for like a pre-order, or do as an add-on. But I think extending out the Kickstarter, since we've already extended it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It needs to be done. It needs to be finished. All right.
But Marcus says set it up like you did with the cube. So, but the problem is that Cassia says I agree with Mandy. Skelly's is a September problem. So basically,
that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
And there's another secret coming about Ed Greenwood in the future that I think everyone's going to be excited about.
Yeah, I think that
we could do it then too.
Yeah,
and
do like a pre-order
coming. The sequel, that'll be next year. So there's other opportunities. I don't disagree. I just, cameraman, I love Ed, what he created with the Forgotten Realms and all of that stuff. And I just was excited to do it. So,
I think people would also be interested in seeing the first one,
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, that might be true.
Anyway, not to say that we couldn't do this, but I mean, think about what they're all getting with this. They're going to get basically, what, 6 adventures?
If you did the environs and campaign.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you can upgrade, and you can afford to do so, and you just did the adventure or you just did the environs, upgrade. Because I think the adventure alone or the environs alone is about $200 and something in stretch goal value.
Mm-hmm.
But the campaign and adventure together are like $500 in stretch goal value right now. I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Now, you don't get it in physical, obviously. You get it all in digital, but it's an amazing plethora of stuff. We've got the wonderful Crovenloft saga, as I mentioned.
Okay, can you just move the microphone towards your mouth?
Okay, camera.
Yeah, there you are.
There
now you can lean back and.
But what if I lean forward? What does that do then?
That still works, I think.
Oh, does it still work?
Yeah.
Okay.
TV Woo says there. Anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, but yeah, I think the value is going to be like incredible. But
well, it is. You got we're breaking out the Fireborn race that is coming, which we have not been talking about. I mean, and there's more. People don't know about the deeping arachnoids. I mean, they're if we could go for 10 years, I can't wait. And by the way, all of you, I think you know this, you're going to have a chance to contribute if you want to Guys and Gags. Yes, it's coming. Very exciting.
Okay, let's roll another
All right,
Tiamat.
sorry. Let's do it. Let's do another Tiamat. All right, you ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Not rolling a Tiamat, rolling for another
Rolling
entry.
for an entry for the Tiamat.
Darth Axiom.
Yes.
Okay.
Aha.
Okay, let's keep going.
All right, let's do the next thing. So anyway, Adam puts up some great posts, very thoughtful, very interesting, creative posts. Love his stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to show. Oh wait, I already showed that.
Yes, thank you.
That's not what I was trying to show.
Okay. Yeah, this is great.
I'm going to show this video. So this is a 3D printed slot machine for dice. So just give me a second to set this
Yes,
up.
for all you gamblers out there.
Oops.
Yes, right. Look, it's right over my face.
Yeah.
Excellent job, cameraman D.
I know. Okay.
So for all you gamblers out there, it really adds a little extra to the thing. Look, I'm behind. Okay, ready. Okay, here we go.
Okay, ready?
Here it goes.
So it's just going to play here.
Here it
so
goes.
You
Put the dice in. Yes. There you can see it. Pull the machine. Yes.
And it rolls the dice.
And it rolls the dice for you.
I think that's pretty hilarious. I love it.
The one-armed bandit cameraman. That's what they call them. All right, let's keep going. What's next?
Let's see here. Oh.
Somebody's coming down the stairs.
Oh, it's Colt.
Oh God, it's Colton.
Everyone
Come here, Colt. Say hello to
today.
everybody. Just say hello. Come over here and just say hello. Why don't you say hello to everyone?
Nice pants.
I know, they're the best.
Are you guys on?
Yes.
We're live.
How many people you got watching?
60.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Don't curse on the show, damn it.
Sorry. Have a great Saturday.
Bye, Colt. Those of you who have met Colt, he doesn't understand this nerdy gamey thing that we do, but he respects it.
And he puts a lot of money into it.
And he puts a lot of money into it.
He's one of our owners.
No, but did I tell you? I told many of this story. I gotta repeat this story.
No,
So,
you say it all the time.
I've only said it like twice.
I
I bet most people haven't even heard it. All right, you all can tell me if you heard this. When we went to DragonCon before COVID, and we were down there, and the big party was happening, and there was thousands of people in there, and Colt was in there, and he was watching the police, and the police were not even paying attention to the crowd, and people were drinking, and all of this stuff, and he looked around and he said, I think nerds are the nicest people in the history of the world, because anywhere else would I go to with all these people drinking and all of this stuff packed in here, there would be fights, and the police would be arresting people, and everybody's so happy and so nice. Here's to nerds. That's what I say. Geek on, my friends. Geek on. All right, what else we got, cameraman?
Okay. Andy says we heard it 2 or 3 times.
Damn it, Andy. It's not my fault.
Ken Robinson says he's right. And then Straxlov says, yes, we are fun drunks.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Happy drunks are the best drunks.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see this here.
Well, I could see it.
Jen's put this up, and it says Seattle is so gooey. And if you look on the bridge over there, someone has graffitied the word gooey
Yes.
onto.
Cameraman, this is becoming a trend across the United
Everyone
States.
loves gooey.
Yes.
They were clearly talking about us.
Yes, it's a trend,
So,
cameraman.
yes.
We are becoming graffiti material. Yes. Oh, yes. And Charles, we mentioned Rin and Carrie earlier, but Charles also did a wonderful video. And cameraman, you finished it. Yes, this is the full. This
Yes.
is the full one done.
Also, I want to say thank you to Purple Hazy. They say, gotta tell you, I really appreciate this stream, quote unquote, of thought. It's wonderful for a Saturday morning. It helps me unwind from the week. And I think that's a really nice way to say, y'all don't have a plan.
For all of you who got nothing to do on Saturday morning, you get your ass up, you grab a cup, you put us on, and then kind of, drift in and out.
Yeah.
Cheers.
This is why people tell me that the low budget production quality of our
is what they like.
So it keeps me going. It gives me life.
Anyway,
this is not a low budget production.
This is a great video.
Yeah, the Ghost Stone.
This is really a great video.
And it's the first chance you can, because we've not released this yet. However, I think we should drop, as soon as Backer Kit closes, I think we should drop the digital downloads for the Ghost Stone. Yeah.
But remember, in the end, what we're doing is putting all of the Crovenloft saga, including the Ghost Stone, into one adventure.
Yeah, but everyone who pre-registered and who
they still get the digital of the Ghost Stone.
So yes. I think that after the Backer Kit closes, we should drop, because it's available. We should drop the digitals.
Absolutely,
for this.
We should. We can drop that. There's some other digitals we can drop as well
exactly.
that people got. So people will start getting stuff immediately following the Kickstarter.
Yeah. So anyway, but this is your.
Oh, and Namastacy and others. Yes, we kicked up the encounters just a little bit in here.
Yeah,
Yes, and wait till you see how we're actually adding another tier. Because I told AJ I thought he was being a little soft with his encounters.
So it's what's the fourth tier?
I think it's going to be.
So it's like weaker party.
TPK.
Oh, I like that. I love that.
Yeah, it's the TPK level.
Okay, that's awesome.
So that will probably make its first appearance in Terror in Gensicon.
Okay.
This was beautiful.
Yeah. So.
No, this was truly beautiful. This was wonderful.
Okay. My Chapter 2 campaign took a turn in the woods recently. Our Zyathé chanter, Flutter, and bard, Zoya, decided to form a band called Pink Floyd. After a life-changing experience in the woods to deliver some scrolls, Pink Floyd created 3 albums. The band nearly split after Flutter encountered some unnatural flocane in the local fauna after wishing for some inspiration. In addition, this is exactly the kind of campaign that I'm in, just FYI. In addition, Zoya was so disturbed by Flutter's habits, along with the ending of the chapter, the other PCs have created a petition for her to have a support capybara. I have included the petition as the capybara was way too cute not to share, and then I took the whole thing here, and you can see it down there.
Yeah.
So with a little D20 on top.
And see, again, this is what I'm saying. Those little nuggets that people share about their games, you think about it and you go, gosh, that's really creative. That's really fun, and it really does show how tangential these various campaigns can go and what things can happen. And, that's why I love Bases of Operation. That's why I love Darkenhaven, because you can literally have a place where you live and your own base of operations. You can have it get attacked. I mean, they can go out to other places. This is wonderful. And what a marvelous little tale.
Absolutely. Okay. Last up.
What was the Vampire Queen? Did we show her?
I didn't grab the Vampire.
Oh, you didn't show
I didn't see it. Yeah. Sorry. I will grab it for next week.
Okay.
I didn't see it up in the.
And Harry also did.
This is me, by the way. I took a picture of this. This is me this morning doing social media for the stream. I just thought people would like to see that I'm surrounded by love. So.
Indeed, you are.
Yeah. Anyway. and this one was from last week when we were camping, because me and Gooey Lawrence and our whole family, because he's my brother, went camping at a place called Lake Isabel, which is just beautiful in Colorado. But people don't know this, but I threw up my back last week really badly right before we went camping.
You did.
So I was like hobbling around with like a staff, and people kept calling me Gandalf. It was actually, but anyway, Lawrence, my brother, who works for us, was also very kind to take me around the lake so that way I could enjoy.
You could have a little paddleboarding experience without having to paddle. Everyone else thought this was mush, Lawrence, mush.
Just in case everyone always thinks that we're like a contentious group, we actually have a lot of peace.
Oh, we have.
We're a good family.
Very familial and wonderful. Yes.
Okay.
It feels like, honestly, it feels just like an extension of the group, right? It feels like, like the Gooey group is so familial.
Okay, I'm gonna roll another entry.
Oh yes, another entry. Look at that thing. And Cameramendi, that thing is like, the wingspan is like almost 3 feet, right? If it was spread out, right? It was like 2.5
Lady
feet.
Hawk 50, or well, that's just Michelle. Michelle. 5.
Congratulations, Michelle.
Okay, so we so far have 3 more entries that are going in, and then what I'm going to do.
And you're going to add the first timers.
I did.
Those? All right, perfect.
I did. I added the first timers. So what I'm going to do is after this is all done, because I'm adding them. So there's no giveaway that allows, because I have over 6,000 entries for this. 6,067 at the moment. And so I can't do the spinny wheel, unfortunately, because they only allow up to 1,000 entries. But I'm gonna do random number generator. But before I do it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna randomize all the entries, so that way,
Yes, I get it. So that it's reshuffled.
Yeah, it's gonna be shuffled a few times, and then we will draw the winner.
Then you draw from the shuffle. After
yes.
The shuffle. Very
okay.
Good. Now listen, I want you to just take a moment, because I do think this is a spectacular model. And of course, most of you all know I'm kind of a map freak, right? Excuse me, a model freak, along with being a map freak. And it's just a magnificent model, and busting that sucker out in front of your body.
I know, it'd be pretty epic.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Next up.
What you got?
I was going to reveal the cube.
Oh yes, we got to show that.
But it just occurred to me that they did not download, so I need a second to.
Oh, you do that because I will do this.
Oh, they're Photoshop files. That's why. That's fine. I'll just download them off of our Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, do that.
All right.
So many of you know that Gilla Ambrecht is running for mayor again to be reelected in Darkenhaven. Gilla's done a fine job. I have a lot of respect for her. But there's a nefarious group in town that has determined that a snail should be elected to this position instead of Gilla. Now, I am not a politico. However, I was encouraged to enter the race to be what is called a diluting vote.
You encouraged yourself to enter.
No, there was many people who told me.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I don't think that's true.
Because the snail, now I am going to dilute votes away from the snail.
Okay.
I have no intention of, I have no desire to win.
Okay.
But the nefarious people who wish to put the snail in power have at last shown their colors again, Cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
This is a missive that I have received. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Dear Alphinius Goo.
Sorry, Alphinius. Sorry.
I'm glad you're so.
That tickled my funny bone. I'm sorry.
So
okay.
Tickled.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, keep going.
The time of your tyranny and abuse of people is coming to an end.
Mm.
For too long, we have let you reign over us, high and mighty, running amok with your syndicate. You so long deny. Amok. Listen, I don't have a syndicate, and I don't have any tyranny. But anyway, this is what it says. We see you denying the family we now know you have. That's definitely not true. I deny things that are not my family. We see you failing to control Alfabio's debauchery. That is true.
You can't do anything about Alfabio.
Yes, what are you going to do about Alfabio's debauchery? Enough is enough. Either you get gone, or we will make you be gone.
Oh.
This is your first and last warning. I don't think it's anything to really be concerned about, cameraman.
Uh-huh.
But it's pretty threatening. Ms. Goo placed a few enchantments upon me when I left this morning.
I see you quaking in your boots.
She's so enchanting.
Oh, aw.
Yes. You know, it was just our anniversary. Yes?
I know. I almost screenshotted that.
Yeah, you should have screenshotted that.
I didn't, though.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
You can do it while we're doing it.
It's too late. I'm in the middle of this crazy thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you to all of you who contributed to the cube.
Mm-hmm.
I contributed quite a bit myself, and this thing is magnificent. We are making a true sky cube that is going to hang from the roof at Gen Con and at Genghis Con and hopefully at other conventions that we go to. And Marvelous Chet Minton did the artwork for this cube. And every side is different. And he pulled in Alphinius. You know that, cameraman?
Yes.
He pulled in Alphinius because he decided he wanted to change it up. And so he at the last minute did a whole lot of other things. But stay with that for a second, cameraman, because he's put all kinds of little tiny interesting things in all of these, including, of course, the shield right there in the front halfway sticking out, right? But there's all kinds of really wonderful things in here. The only thing I wanted to put in that I didn't see was a pile of turds, Camera Mendy.
Well, it's too late now. Chet's already done all the work. Look at this.
He could have put in one of those turd emojis.
Oh my God.
But it's great.
Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, so
It's
every
great.
side is different. This is going to be 8 foot, by
8
the way. 8 foot. 8. Sorry. I'm pretty sure if you crack open escargot, you'll get these or 1,000,000 tiny horses or the gift of death or something equally terrifying. That's
Yes. I think escargot is a Trojan snail as well.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, come on, y'all. Chet, you got to give a hand to Chet Minton. Yes,
Yeah.
This is magnificent.
So,
Chet.
and then on the bottom of it, it's completely blank. It's like the same texture. It's completely blank. And we're putting in
the names.
Yes. And Genghis Khan donated $500 to this. So they're going to have like a nice big call out on there. And
all of you who gave a little $10 contribution to help us out with it, thank you so much. We're going to put your names on there. And we hope people like it when they're seeing it hanging there in the middle of Gen Con. And
I love this. Is my favorite side with the adventure hanging out.
Yes, it's not good.
Yes,
this is not working out well.
So no, this is very exciting. I'm gonna cry when it goes up. I swear.
Yeah, it's really good. Thank you all, and thank you, Chet.
Yes.
Magnificent. All right, Camera Andy.
Okay, so I'm gonna do another
drawing.
thing,
Okay,
and then we're on to the Ask Me Anything.
All right.
Wolf Jen is the 4th.
Congratulations, Jen.
Okay.
Well done.
So, we need your questions.
All right. So, while people are thinking about questions, I'm going to talk a little bit about. Do you want me to talk about Terror and Genzicon? Do you want to bring up the cover of that?
Yes, I will.
So while people are thinking about questions, I'm really excited about this. So I've been excited about the Genzicon series, if you will, from the beginning, because obviously to be able to honor Gen Con, to be able to have Peter and Megan and Limar and on and on and on, all Derek and all these wonderful, wonderful people who make Gen Con possible, to actually turn them into characters and have them in the adventures, to honor them and thank them, was magnificent. So what was also magnificent about Shadows in Genzicon, of course, is that for the first time in any published materials other than lore books, we were able to bring forth the Thule as an adversary of the players. So chapter 1, which is Shadows in Genzicon, is this marvelous mystery. And I will tell you that I actually believe that mysteries, especially if there's lots of things going on, is one of the hardest adventures to really run as a game master. It takes more prep, takes more time. You have to be very fluid and ready to move at a moment's notice, so you need to know your material, all of that stuff. And we tried really hard with Shadows in Genzicon not to just give you a mystery, but to give you how to run a mystery and give you lots of clues and hints and abilities to make that mystery fun for your players. Because oftentimes mysteries don't have as much combat. They have combat, but not as much. So Shadows in Genzicon has this wonderful mystery, and there are bad guys that have to be ferreted out, and there's a murder that happens, and they're trying to figure out who had the murder, and then, others may disappear. There may be other murders, and I don't want to be too spoily.
Hold on. There's like 66 people in our chat, and so some of them were not here earlier. If you are not here, put in hashtag Tiamat.
Yes, put in hashtag Tiamat right now.
Because we're going to roll one more person to be entered into the
drawing.
The giant drawing, which we will do in.
And then at the end of the stream, we'll do the real drawing for the actual win the Tiamat. So this gets you an entry to get into the Tiamat drawing. And if you're a first timer, message Camera Mandy real quick. If you've never been here before, be honest, it's on an honor system. If you've never been here before, give her a little message and she'll give you she'll give you an entry since you're a first timer. Anyway, so the Thule, which are one of my now most favored monsters in the world of this TTRPG thing, as I've said many times, I think they're better than Mind Flayers, in my honest opinion. The Thule make their first appearance in Shadows in Genzicon. You end up learning about that, and I don't want to be too spoily. So then, because I really wanted the Genzicon thing to be more a little campaigny and not just sort of linear. So then Darkness in Genzicon is very tangential to that. It actually gives you the origin story of the Oculix and helps you to understand how these things came to be. And there's a wonderful tale that goes on. You find an Enzandra Oz who has been around since the beginning since before the Woe of Ruin. I mean, it's a great, great tale. But it doesn't doesn't have much to do really directly with the first chapter. That is intentional. And now with the third chapter, we bring it back. And we bring the Thule back. And there's not just one of them. There are a number of them. And they have a really, really scary plan to try to blow up the Gloomport with Netherfire. Yes, Netherfire you're going to learn about as well, which is a corruptic thing.
They're going to blow up the Gloomport?
That is their goal.
Hmm.
They're trying to take out, it's all about taking out Genzicon Citadel. Genzicon Citadel is very important. It guards the farther. In fact, we should, maybe in a week or two, we'll do a little revamp of that, let people see some artworks and talk about it, because I think it's a very wonderful lore. So that guards the Farthen Deep Passage, because trade comes up from the depths, up the Farthen Deep.
Andy has a question.
Yes, Andy.
Are there any Thule stats currently available at any publication?
In Shadows and Genzicon.
Wait, there's a Thule in Shadows and Genzicon?
There is.
Really? Shadows?
The first one.
Interesting.
Yes, you haven't played it yet.
I'm currently playing it.
Oh, damn it. Andy, you're always trying to get the inside information.
Yeah, we're currently trying to figure out who the murderer is. So,
well, you know, I'm not saying that. You notice I was careful about that. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes. So yes, they're there, but you will find, you know, the Thule, Andy, like any other the intelligent peoples, can vary greatly in their levels, right? It's not quite the same as sort of a monster. But you know that already about our stuff anyway. You can run into a goblin who definitely has 10th level fighting capabilities. You know, that's very normal in our world, because goblins can advance just as much as humans can advance, right? So that's the idea.
Do they ever become hobgoblins?
No, because hobgoblins are different people. They're all arachnoids. The goblins, right? The hobgoblins, the orcs, right? These are all the arachnoids.
Getting you off track. Okay, I'm going to draw our fifth person.
This is the fifth person. And did anybody first time chatter get to you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, perfect.
Raw Kier 81. So you are our fifth entry. And then I'm going to, so y'all are in a spreadsheet.
All right.
And there's 6,070 entries.
But some people probably have 12 to 15 entries because of how long we've been doing this. So you added greatly to your odds if you watched the stream and did the entries and all of that stuff.
I'm going to randomize this.
Yes, but we're not doing this right now. We're doing this later. We're going to do Ask Me and all that stuff first. We're not drawing for Tiamat.
It's 10:50, just so you know.
Yes, I know. We're not drawing.
Okay, so I am randomizing it 3 times, and then we're going to, it's coming up here. We're going to draw. I'm very excited.
All right, so it's time to ask questions, because I know there's a lot of people I've gotten a lot of messages lately about a lot of things, about the Kickstarter, about sequels, about
the only questions I've seen so far are from, why isn't the election happening yet? When is the election going to happen? When is Gooey coming to Dallas?
So we really want to come to PAX Unplugged as one of our conventions. Geeky is trying to get us to come to, I can't remember which convention you want us to come to down there in Texas, Geeky, but I know you want to come. I talked to some folks about going to SaltCon again. So we're looking at these things. And, you know, now that the world is a little different from, you know, it's been a while. But
I do want to be honest ahead of time that we can't make any promises. And I'm sorry, this is the strict mandate coming out. It's hard on us to go to Gen Con because we have the marketing agency and we have just a very full list of products, as you all know. So if it comes down to, would you guys rather get our products out or go to conventions? So we'll always have the 3, Genghis, Gary, and Gen Con.
For sure.
And
we're trying for PAX Unplugged. Yeah. That's a big deal for us. We would really want to do that one. And we're working on the others as well. So and then what was another question?
The election.
Yes. So
I have a lot of other questions rolling in now.
Yeah. Okay. So the election, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But it's coming soon.
The best place, by the way, to come, you guys should come here for Genghis Con.
Oh, you should.
Because it's
cameraman, you need to switch to yourself every once in a while.
No,
it's so easy. It's just a quick little flip.
I know.
Or you can put us both on the screen together.
Oh, I could do that. That I actually could do.
Yes, that's what you should do. Okay. So yeah, you are, cameraman. Very nice.
Okay. There. But yes, Genghis Con is the best place to come meet us because it's not. I mean, Gen Con is a lot of fun.
Oh, Gen
And
Con's
it's a rat race.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Genghis Khan, we can actually spend time with people.
And Genghis Khan is just a wonderful little. It's not that little. I mean, it's 2,500 people, something like that. But just a wonderful, intimate, great gaming. Donnie and Andrea, they just do such a nice job, and it is very it is a very wonderful thing. And the Denver airport is very convenient to it, easy to fly in, easy to fly out. Rooms are not crazy expensive. You aren't dropping, $700 a room or whatever, $800 a room, and you can, per night, and you can share rooms with people, and it really, it's a wonderful time. Yeah, I can't say enough.
And there's lots of, even if you don't stay in the main hotel, there's lots of little hotels around it as well that are even less expensive.
And other people,
they're not that expensive to begin with. Like, these are not expensive like Gen Con hotel rooms. So
and other people do, what do you call it, Cameron Mendy, bed and B&B, Airbnbs, right? They do that, right? And typically we have a little party on Wednesday night. It's kind of becoming a tradition if Andy wants to keep doing it. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, Cameron Mendy, give us some questions.
Okay. Are there any Alphinius and or Mandy stats available in anything?
No, we have not done that. But maybe we need to. I mean, we've got all the...
maybe with the Hatmancer...
we can certainly put Cameron Mendy's stats
because I do know that I'm a certain level of Hatmancer.
Yes.
That will be coming out with Gloomport. So, but my character is in Shadows and Genzicon and Darken Haven so far, and you are in everything. So...
No, that's not true.
Well, you at least write in everything.
No, that's true.
And have like a little note, but you are in Darken Haven.
Yes.
And Strangely Gooey Holiday.
Yes.
So
Strangely Gooey Holiday. Rob and I are going to have to work on a sequel to that.
I know.
Got to do it.
I know.
Maybe not this year, but I think next year.
Lots of questions about the election. So listen, I'm going to tell you something. I got a call from Alexander last night, and he is very interested in doing the election. And I was like, who's going to do all the work for it? And he took on the responsibility wholeheartedly. So,
you mean our Alex here?
Yeah, Alexander and Carrie.
Sounds like trouble.
So anyway, they are going to put on an election for you, and it'll be wonderful. Okay. If you are a player, sorry. Harry says that's not a question. It was a comment. If you're a player, you always hear spoilers in the stream. It is true.
But we are careful about not over spoiling, right? So just play over the, a little over the
now,
table.
if you are a GM and you watch those GM videos with Charles, there's loads of spoilers, but it's actually very helpful to kind of give you like an overview of the tone of the...
Yeah, and honestly, Mandy, having done that and with the wonderful work that you did, and of course Charles and others, I think we should do that for every adventure we have.
Yeah, we will.
Even if they're not running it at a convention.
Add it to the list.
Because I'd love to do one for Shadows and Genzicon, because I do, as I was mentioning earlier, running a mystery and really trying to bring the intrigue and bring the intensity and pushing the action, because there's a tendency when they're trying to evaluate to just sitting around, and you don't want to just sit around. You want to keep pushing the action. Okay, what you got?
Okay. This was about who won the prior, the 5 entries. The 5 entries went to Raw Kier 81, Wolf Jen, Lady Hawk, who is Michelle, Darth Axiom, and Tabletop Misfits GM. So
those are the 5, and now we'll do the big drawing here very soon.
I mean, it's now 10:56.
Oh, that's okay. We can go a little.
Okay, we're gonna go just a little bit longer.
So here's the thing: they also need to do something else. Don't we have to do the map entry? Don't we have to give everybody a map entry?
Yes, we do. Or I will just take it off the Tiamat one. I'll just take it off the Tiamat.
You mean everyone here? Will everyone here get credit for being here for the map?
Yes.
Okay, you're all right then. Everyone will get credit because we're giving away one of the big maps too, but that's not yet. So you get an entry for that today.
Yeah,
as well.
we're not rolling that one quite yet.
Not rolling that yet.
Okay, when are the next chapters for the I'm guessing the Red Star Rising campaign?
Yes. So we are looking really hard at how to fit that in. I'm talking to a couple people about helping us write them, because we just don't have the bandwidth to finish Gloomport, to really do a good service for Guys and Gax and get it done by January for the digital drop. If we try to do that chapter as well. So I'm talking to a couple people, and I think after we are back from the 4th of July weekend, I think I'll have a solve for that, because I do want to publish that this year. I don't think we're going to kickstart it at all. I think we're just going to make it. And it probably is going to be a double-size box, similar to what we did with Darkenhaven. So we'll put them together in one box. It will be the climactic finish. Also, we are going to revamp the entire campaign eventually, where chapters 1, 2, and 3 can stand alone fully on their own. Chapters 4 and 5 can stand fully on their own. And then chapters 6 and 7 can stand fully on their own. So people can literally take them and put them into their campaigns rather than having to really be, it's because some people, it's just too much of a commitment to go that long. So that's what we're thinking about right now.
All right. I'm going to roll.
What about questions?
I have lots more questions, but I'm going to roll the winner for the Tiamat.
No, we're not rolling the Tiamat yet.
It is 10:58.
It's okay. It's okay.
It is 10:58.
We're going to go a little long.
I know we are going to go long, but I think I roll the winner and then we can keep going.
No, we're going to keep going and then we'll roll the winner.
Because there's lots of questions here.
And let's do some questions.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Are there any planned mini adventures in Darkenhaven?
So there is one that is already going to be included. So as you all know, I got a little carried away with Darkenhaven. Well, we got a little carried away with Darkenhaven. And really now the adventure that was supposed to be included in the box is not going to be in the box. It's going to be out of the box. So there will be an adventure that comes along with Darkenhaven called The Deepest Fear. Okay? It's a great little adventure. Carrie worked really hard on it. I like it a lot. Alexander helped her. AJ helped her. It's really, really good. So there'll be that little adventure. I can't wait for you also to see the player's primer. We have made a visitor's guide to Darkenhaven. It's fun, it's cute, it's really, really good. Can't wait for you to see that. It's much more than I envisioned when we originally talked about a player's primer. And I think your players are just going to love it. So those two things are there. Now, understand, Darkenhaven has all kinds of little mini adventure hooks and all kinds of little happenings and all kinds of stuff that are going on in there that you can expound upon. But it really is designed for that. Now, in the future, I do want to do a couple Darkenhaven adventures. We'll see how that goes in 2025.
I have failed miserably.
What do you mean, Kimberman?
I'm glad that I was reminded in the chat that during Gen Con, if you cannot make it, we have GooeyCon virtually.
Oh gosh, yes.
And I actually need to send out an email about this so I can send you guys all the links so that way you can sign up for your games.
Yes, if you're not going, if you're not, that's okay. Everybody's waiting for the Tiamat. This is perfect timing. So listen, Pam, Marvelous Pam, and a number of our game masters, wonderful game masters that we have, are going to put on a little virtual gaming thing during Gen Con for those who can't go to Gen Con. So you need to check that out. And you need to they run such good games and a lot of fun. So Mandy, can you?
Yeah, I will be putting out an email this week. I will do an email. I will put it on Facebook, and
there'll be lots of posts about it in the Discord, emails going out.
So it's the same weekend as Gen Con, which is
August 1st, 2nd, 2nd, 4th.
Yeah, it's the first weekend of August. I think they start on Friday. I'm pretty positive it's like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I don't know if we have anything on Thursday. I can't remember.
It's going to be a blast.
But yeah, so basically they're going to be running a bunch of games, and they are paid. We are going to be paying our online GMs a stipend for helping us out. So stay tuned for information on that if you're looking for a game. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, and also one other little commercial if you have not gotten Darkenhaven, go to the frigging backer kit, and if you have the resources,
backer kit or the website,
and get Darkenhaven right now, because the price point is going up at least to $150, and I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be $175. And right now you can get it on the backer kit for $105, but you have to pay for shipping. On the website, we pay for shipping, so it's $120.
Yes.
So if you can afford to do it, I can't imagine us ever discounting it to that level in any near time in the future. And that is for the physical and the digital, camera Mandy. That's 10 pounds of stuff. We're about to go to press on it. We've had some wonderful helps from Andy and his daughters, from Kaya. I can't remember who all was, but we had a number of people doing reviews of it that were helping us out. And it's wonderful. It's really come together. I think you will agree with me that it's one of the best fantasy cities ever made. Can't wait. What else, Camera Mandy?
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
No, you're not. You're not rolling. What is that?
You're people. Crazy. It's 11:02.
Okay. We go late all the time.
These people need to be released. Okay.
You don't have to be present to win.
Well, I know, but
all right. So let's do a few more questions. We have gone to 11:30 before and kept the whole damn audience.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And that's which is amazing for such a low budget production.
Okay. When will we see the Gooey Cube video game like Neverwinter? Once we get a huge corporate sponsorship and a bigger team.
I'm going to tell you what I believe, what I honestly believe in my heart of hearts. We are growing a wonderful fandom. We have wonderful friends. We have an amazing community. There's, as far as I know, there has never been anything like Gooey Cube where we have so many of our people who are non-player characters in the world, so many of our wonderful community who have contributed to the world. And we are growing our fandom. And I am convinced that we make some of the nicest materials in the space. And I am convinced that we are going to continue to do that as long as this old wizard hangs around, which is going to be a while, because I love this. And I have never experienced such a wonderful group of people who are so committed to helping us make it more and better and more special. And think about this. Luke, we have a wonderful relationship with Luke Gygax. Ed Greenwood, we have a wonderful relationship with Ed Greenwood, and we are building other relationships. I would tell you, I don't think it's impossible over the next decade that we might see a game. We'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. How about that, cameraman? That's having some confidential, yes. Mm-hmm.
We got this.
All right, yes, we got this. What
okay, PF2E or system agnostic conversions.
So the first thing we are doing is the OSE with Guys and Gags. This will be our first foray into it. Now, interestingly enough, about 20% of the people who backed the Kickstarter requested the OSE version. That was a surprise to me. But we are going to start talking to the people in the OSE world in particular. And then we also want to look at Pathfinder. The thing is, Pathfinder is a very aggressive adjustment. It is not as easy as like an OSE adjustment. And if you're trying to do that and try to keep your beautiful layout and all the stuff that we strive to do with our materials to really make it pretty and make it enjoyable and to read and very appealing to the eye and all of that stuff, it's a lot of work. So there has been some discussion about doing a primer in that would be adjacent to the current materials that would just do stats and such like that in the Pathfinder world, which would help us. In fact, I'm going to talk to some of our Pathfinder people. If you're one of those people, we might actually do a little meetup on Discord and talk to some of our Pathfinder folks who are enthusiastic about Pathfinder, because I also know there's been kind of a split that a lot of people are still playing Pathfinder 1 and some have moved to Pathfinder 2. So I'd like to know more about that as well.
Side note, Darkenhaven is almost completely system agnostic.
It is.
So it's, I think, what, like 98% system agnostic?
Yeah, and honestly, the only reason we put any stats in at all. See, here's the thing. I've mentioned this before. When you have what is truly a full-on spread of the scale, level 1 to 20 sandbox, you can't stat it. I mean, it just doesn't work. Because you could be sending your characters in there and they're just first level, and you can't be throwing 6th level guards at them all the time, right? But if you want to have guards that could challenge actually a larger, higher level party, they got to have some potency. So again, everyone is level variable in the world of Zyathé. So you don't get a city guard and all of them are first level. That's just not the way it works. You could very well run into a city guard who could absolutely stomp your face, okay? And they might even be just a private because they're a great fighter, but that didn't mean they were a great leader for the officer corps or whatever. So this makes it much more realistic, like the real world. And I like that better. So for Darkenhaven, you can take that city and you can make it your own with virtually any system. You could put the city anywhere you want to. Oh, I would play Zyathé. I think the wonderful community has helped make Zyathé very special. And I think that the lore of it, the history, all of the stuff that we have put together is magnificent. And there's more to come. All right, what else, Cameraman? You're doing great.
I'm
answering these quickly.
I'm trying to get through. There's a lot of questions, and I'm trying to. I'm not reading it off the screen because I don't have it up on the screen right now. But it was a question about if we'd be interested in Dwarven Forge partnerships or like building like terrain for Zyathé.
So I love Dwarven Forge, as you all know. We have Stefan going to be in the Gooey Game Show again this year, and I believe Nate is also going to to be in the Gooey Game Show this year. Oh, yeah, that's right. And Anne is going to be at this year with
we
us.
love Dwarven Forge.
Yeah. So Anne's going to be with us, which is very exciting because I love Anne. She's so dear.
Yeah.
And we're going to have all of them. And it's going to be a great time. And we're very excited about it. And there's a possibility. There's some things that I want to talk with Stefan and Nate about in the future. Just because I'm that way. I love that stuff.
No promises.
No promises. We'll see.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna roll the winner.
No, what's another question?
I can't find the questions.
Well,
I'm at the bottom of the chat. Okay.
Camera Mendy, no, stop.
You know what? I control the stream.
No.
We're
We're gonna do 5 more minutes. Three more questions. No, Camera Mendy, 3 more questions. Let's go. Come on, 3 more questions.
I don't have
Take care of our
questions
people.
for you.
You said there was a bunch of questions, so you've now left poor people.
No, I have not.
In the dust.
Okay, we're gonna roll the number. I'm sorry. I'm pushing forward. This is what you do to people all the time, Alphinius. This is just the reverse of it.
Mendy.
Okay, so 6, by the way, is not the number. That's just the random number that Google puts up. So just to be clear, it's not number 6. Okay, here we go. We're going to roll the number.
So this is the generate number.
It is 3,543. Okay, now I have to cut over to us because there's emails in the spreadsheet. So
yeah, you got to be careful. Can't show that.
Yeah, so let me go find that.
Did you write down the number?
I was just gonna. I'll write it down right now. 3, 5, 4, 3. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't make the mistake.
I know this is very important. This is the Tiamat here. 3, 5, 4, 3. 3. I'm in the 5,000s. I'm sorry. Now you can keep talking.
That's okay. It's good. Just scroll away, Camera Mendy. You could actually give me a question. I could have answered the question while you were rolling.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, okay.
3, 5.
How about a question?
4. I'm trying to look at for the thing. Hold on. 3, 5, 4, 3. 3, 5, 4, 3. Oh. Oh. This is someone we know, and this is a winner from our Twitch stream.
Really?
Yes.
In our Twitch stream right now?
I don't know if they're in our Twitch stream right now, but this is a
This
Twitch
is
winner.
why you want to get the extra entries.
The chance that you would have. Okay.
This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You need to do the extra entries because the odds of winning become much more dramatic. And plus, heck yeah, we're fun. This is a fun Saturday morning. That's why people hang out with us. All right.
Hold on. Before I reveal it, I want to make sure I get their name completely correct. So you just keep talking.
Can't you give me one damn question?
I will. Hold on. Let me just.
I could have answered 3 questions while we were doing all this madness.
I know.
Don't I have rosy cheeks, Camera Mendy? You see these little rosy cheeks?
Beautiful. Okay. I know. Everyone's like, who won?
I know. Who won? That's what I want to know. Damn it, Camera Mendy.
I'm trying to get you another question.
Okay, hurry.
Question. Can we bring? No. Okay. Sorry.
It
was a dirty question from Mr. Marcus. Okay.
Oh, Marcus, you're throwing down dirty questions.
Okay. Here, why don't you talk a little bit about Gen Con because I'm having trouble finding the.
Well, if you haven't got your tickets for the Gooey Game Show, you better get busy. We're moving on 400 tickets now, Camera Mendy. Yes?
I mean, there's only like 600 tickets left, so.
I know, because we can fit 1,000 people in the room.
Yeah, so you're probably fine to wait on getting your tickets if you need to.
But listen.
But we're going to be doing it also on the stream.
Yes, and there's going to be a lot of prizes, like always. It's going to be a blast. I mean, I think it's very likely we'll have at least 500 to 600 people in that room. That's pretty good, Camera Mendy.
Okay. It is who I thought it was. I just wanted to double check to make sure.
Wow, I can tell you.
This person is going to lose their shit when they find out. I'm sorry.
Did you say lose their shit?
I did.
Okay, listen, I want everyone in the chat to remember all the times I've been chastised by Camera Mendy for vulgarity, profanity.
Okay.
And she has been uttering profanity and vulgarity this entire stream.
I'm so curious if they're in the chat, but I don't think I saw them today, but they are someone who constantly joins us. They're a very good member of the community. I'm absolutely thrilled that this has happened.
All right.
The winner
drum roll.
The winner is Damien Van Hart.
Oh, Damien, good for you. Yes, Damien is going to be very happy.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So, okay. Well, congratulations to Damien. And again, this is why, because I thought there was no way, because there was 5,000 or 6,000 entries, and a bunch of them were from,
odds are odds, man.
So,
and yes,
let me see how many entries. Let me see. I can figure out how many entries he had. Let me see here. I'm just curious. This is now just me being.
All right, stop. Let's do questions. Nobody cares about how many times Damien entered.
I can't find the questions because now.
Okay, post another question if you got a question, or you all can bail out.
I just don't know how to search in this thing.
Don't search in that thing. Do the questions. Nobody
Okay.
cares about how many times Damien
Anyway,
entered.
congratulations, Damien. We're so happy for you. Okay. Shame on you, Camera Mandy. What?
Shame on you. Yes, with the vulgarity and profanity.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I don't have any other questions that I'm seeing here, so I think we're probably good to go.
All right.
Unless I'm missing something.
Is there any real urgent question somebody wanted before we go?
Seriously, will
Type
this
it
be
in
the
there
year Al
type it in there
brings
real
his
fast.
pipe so I can steal it at Gen Con? Ask Jen.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Okay, if you had to start, this is a good question. If you had to start over, what would you do different with the company or products? I have a very specific one.
Go ahead.
So I think these are things you just don't know. Starting out with the 7-chapter Red Star Rising campaign, that was I think it was very good because we started something epic, but it's taking longer to finish than I think we thought. 7 chapters and they're big bulky things, you know.
I would not have started the company 12 months before the pandemic.
That too. But
because that is part of the, I mean, we literally, people do not understand. I mean, the craziness, you all remember how crazy it was, but the craziness of our agency for our clients, in particular, we have a couple of medical clients that had to shut down, and then they were told they shouldn't shut down and they had to reopen. So we had to help them shut down, then we had to help them reopen. I mean, it was madness. I was working so many hours. And so for, 12, 14 months, cameraman, you know this, we couldn't pay attention to Gooey Cube.
Yeah.
Because if we did pay attention to Gooey Cube, we would have lost our business. There would have been no Gooey Cube because there would have been no agency.
Yeah, there was definitely a part of that. No one was at their best during that section, but
No.
also us not sleeping, we were very cranky. We were cranky. Yeah, so
but that I mean, for me, that really, because it set us back on all kinds of things that we were trying to do, and there was conventions we were supposed to go to and all kinds of stuff. And I would say that probably that 18 months all in, when you take it all together, that 18 months, it cost us being able to get out the cities in the more timely fashion, get the last chapter kickstarted. And frankly, there's another thing. I wanted to get out Monstrica, and we never have gotten out Monstrica, which is another thing that I really want to do next year, is get Monstrica out.
Well, I think that was it. Okay, I have a great question. How did the Gooey Cube organization come to be? Was it an organic or deliberate decision?
Wow. So
sorry, I'm texting Damien right now to let him know.
No, this is great. This is great.
Okay.
So in 17, 18, we started talking about doing some businesses on not just that we're not just clients of the agency, but we're actually businesses that we liked and enjoyed. And I obviously am a great enthusiast of TTRPGs, but there were a number of other people in our company and still are in our company who also were enthusiasts of TTRPGs.
It was not one.
Correct. Yeah, it was not just one person.
No, I say I was not.
Oh no, Camera Mandy is a convert.
Yes.
She is now a total
I
geek.
started playing because of Gooey Cube.
And
Yes.
it's great, right? Greatest game ever.
Yes.
It is.
It is the greatest game ever.
It is the greatest game ever. There's just
It is true. True story. I mean, where else can you literally collaboratively gameplay and create a story together?
It's
Spend time with your friends and family and be
eat wonderful
emotionally
meals.
fulfilled.
Yes, eat wonderful meals, drink booze. I mean, and you'll get crazy, talk about capybaras, right? Turn it Pink Floyd. I mean, Floya. Anyway, so 2017, 2018, we started talking about it, and we thought there was an opportunity to make a little bit of a better turn for Game Master materials.
Can I share
right?
something?
And that was, go ahead, Kimberly.
So I remember we were in a creative meeting and we were looking at all of our clients and you put Gooey Cube above the board. And I was like, what's Gooey Cube? And you're like, you don't need to worry about that right now, Mandy. And then little did we know
that you would have to worry about it a lot.
That I would become a part owner.
Yes.
And that I would worry about it all the time. That it would become my life. Anyway,
so
defining moments in history from Mandy's history.
Well, we're marketing people. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Uh-huh.
And when true, because I am a collector, right? I support lots of creators. I've bought way more stuff than I would ever use, right? Some to just support people, and others because I just loved what they were doing. I read materials much more than I am able to play them, obviously. And I believe that there was a better way to equip game masters with adventures, and to make those adventures more immersive for players while you equip the game master better. And that was the genesis of putting in magic item cards into our materials, putting in handouts that were much more extensive than you would receive. And so in a lot of ways, we went back to the old school, where you would get these marvelous line drawings and things in the module that wasn't just a bunch of type. And lo and behold, you know, it resonates. And I'm excited about that. I know that we have made lots of new friends because of Guys and Gags. I can't wait for them to get their Guys and Gags materials, because I believe they're going to have the same response that so many of our friends do already right now. Can't believe this package, unbelievable value. I didn't expect this, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff that we get. And the truth of the matter is that we just put more effort and money into our production than most companies are willing to do. And that has, in truth, made us difficult as a company to make a profit. But I believe that it is growing our fandom and is making more friends. And that, over the long haul, will make Gooey Cube successful. And, you know, I mean, we just did a Kickstarter, Camera Mandy, that people were blown away by. And that is much thanks to Luke, and much thanks to being able to honor Gary in that. But it is also because of our fans and our fans. So that's the genesis, was this goofy idea that we had in 2017, 2018. And, you know, lo and behold, here we are today. And I think we're meaningful in the game space now, which is wonderful.
That's beautiful. I want to say something that Paul said that I actually do appreciate. Back to your pandemic thing. He said that the pandemic gave a lot of people, the chance to rediscover their love for D&D. It's true. And be able to invest in their hobby. So
I think that, as you know, Camera Mandy, I say it all the time, there are blessings and curses, and there's sadly often curses and blessings, right? This is both, right? This is the world and life in which we live. And I would say also, Paul, that people were stuck home a lot. And so we made a lot of friends because we were doing a lot of virtual stuff. And I agree with that. But it did put a crimp in our ability to produce, which is why primarily that is the reason we are so delayed on the last 2 cities. But they are magnificent. I can't wait. I cannot wait for people to get these boxes. I can't wait. I think you're going to be astounded. You're going to be like, really? I paid $100 for this?
Okay. I have a couple more questions and then I have to go.
Yes, me too.
Okay. Sorry. As I missed a few things and I just read this one. Why are frog folk not part of Darkening? So that's from Harry.
Harry, you're always causing trouble.
If you were Zyathé, what race would you want to be and why?
Wow.
That's a good question.
So, you know, for me, you know, as you all know, I typically play rogues. And I love rogues. I think that, you know, they're just so much fun. I play mages too. Mages and rogues are my 2 favorite classes to play. I honestly, you know, to have a little bit of fun, I think it would be great to play a Fey Muddle, a Zyathé.
Yes, me too.
That was a rogue.
Oh my God, we are on the same page. That was my answer. Yeah. The Fey Muddles, even though they haven't been statted yet.
But I also got to tell you, I'm really excited about the Fireborn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm, you know, obviously the last of the races that were blessed of the Fire Sovereign, and I just there's the wonderful thing about Zyathé is that this wonderful collaboration has happened, and all of these ideas have come together, and it's not just one person writing something; it's lots of people who have helped make it happen, and this lore is so rich and so believable, right? Because we want that. We want fantastical plausibility for the suspension of disbelief. And it is so wonderful. And it is coming together. And the lords of corruption and the gods and this 9 that are returning and all of this stuff just make for something very special. Why is my screen looks like
because I'm screenshotting something for the Discord.
Should I have been smiling?
No, I'm screenshotting the Alice Nor, which is Damien Van Hart's name.
Oh,
I'm gonna put it up in the
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now, we didn't do the map though. We
No,
didn't.
that's
Oh, that's right. You're going to take care of
that's
everybody with that.
that's
Yes.
a few more.
Any other
right?
questions, or are we going to?
Are we going to write anything other than fantasy for Gooey Cube? Would we do like sci-fi or?
I think in the near term we're going to remain sort of focused in the fantasy.
Yeah, we got to get
genre.
Zyathé built up.
Yeah,
But that's not to say that there's not other genres inside of fantasy that, or like inside of Zyathé.
Well, the thing is the Ethern's, right, and Galganath, right, which I got to talk about Galganath again because the image of it is so spectacular. Galganath was a starship, which, in the world of Zyathé, things are powered by magic, right? Even ships, if captains who have enough money can employ wizards to actually help them move faster. Enchantments can be put upon boats and all of this kind of stuff, right? Because it's a world, right? It's a fantastical world. It's not a super high magic world, but it's got good magic. And of course, in the Ethernic times, they had access to the 10th, 11th, and 12th cycles of magic, and so they were able to literally span the stars. So there is a future that is coming. In fact, I would imagine that somewhere in the next few years, Galganath may return. Galganath left before the War of Ruin, and Galganath is not on the face of Zyathé. So there is some part of me that wonders what would happen if a bunch of powerful Etheric people returned in their starship. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we got to do Sundestia, which I'm so excited for. This wonderful place, that has inspiration from Africa, the South and Mid Africa, the Northern Africa thing with Egypt and all of that stuff that's going on there. The Near East to the Middle East, right? That really is that's the mashup of Sundestia. And we started working with a wonderful little group with Anthony and Stefan and my son Devin and others. Who just, we started down a wonderful path, and it just was not possible. We couldn't continue it. We made the maps. We have these wonderful places spelled out, but we just couldn't do Sundestia. But I wanted, before I'm done, I want all the continents in a lore book, which will probably take us at least a few years to do so. I want to keep this wonderful tale going that's going on in the Republic and all of that stuff. And I want to do the Isle of Undulu with Unduulu with Geeky. We got to do the Mud Mounds with Harry. We've got a number of our friends that we want to finish their little modules with them. There's a lot to do, and only so much time. But part of it is the fun of waiting, right? Part of it is the fun of anticipation. So I can't wait. Guys and Gax is coming out. We'll work on that over the next 6 months. We're going to get the Goon port out. And we'll start sort of catch our tail, as they say, Cameron Mendy. Is that it?
I think that we should wrap up because it's 11:25. So
thank you all for staying with us extra, and I hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations, Damien. We are giving away a map still, so come back and join us next week. And some very cool things going to be talking about next week. And if you hear anything about this threat to my personage, I'd love to know more. That's it, Cameron Mandy. May all your adventures be sticky, my friends. Cheers. Ha ha!